You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Philip Kaufman, filling in for Julia Wiegand. Hazleton police have arrested a man involved in a deadly hit-and-run that took the life of 15-year-old Hector Padilla. Padilla was struck while riding his bike on South Poplar Street back on June 12th. Video surveillance captured images of a white truck that hit Padilla, then fled the scene. Padilla was taken to an area trauma center where he died a week later. 38-year-old Gabriel Hernandez Mendez turned himself into police Tuesday and is facing charges of accidents involving death and personal injury and failure to stop and render aid. He was arraigned in Mountain Top Wednesday with bail set at $40,000. State police are asking for the public's help in identifying a woman involved in a counterfeit incident. The woman entered the Sheetz convenience store on Airport Road in Hazel Township Sunday and allegedly attempted to use counterfeit money to purchase a gift card. She's described as a white female, 30 to 40 years of age with blonde hair. She was last seen wearing a green shirt and black pants and left the store in an older model gray Subaru Forester. Anyone with information on her identity is being asked to contact Trooper Ryan Joyce at 570-459-3890. A drums man faces a slew of charges after allegedly stealing electronics and leading police on a 4-mile pursuit. Butler Township police were called to the executive offices at Beach Mountain Lakes around 4 p.m. Tuesday for a report of a theft. 34-year-old Kylie Austin Young allegedly entered the office, stole 2 computers, and threw a computer tower at a staff member when confronted. Austin Young fled the scene, resulting in a police chase. The pursuit ended near South Hunter Highway and Old Turnpike Road, where he was taken into custody. He was charged with robbery, fleeing and eluding, receiving stolen property, DUI, and resisting arrest. He was taken to prison for lack of $75,000 bail. A Wilkes-Barre man was indicted by a grand jury Tuesday on drug trafficking charges. The Luzerne County Drug Task Force arrested 31-year-old Modesto Moreno after a search warrant was served at 852 North Pennsylvania Avenue back on July 13th. Police seized a large amount of heroin, cocaine, fentanyl, packaging materials, and a stolen firearm. Moreno allegedly distributed drugs from June to July of this year. He was indicted by the grand jury on both drug trafficking and firearm offenses. President Joe Biden paid a visit to a truck factory in the Lehigh Valley yesterday, encouraging people to buy American. Biden toured the Mack truck facility in Lower Macungie Township, where he addressed his new Buy American agenda. His administration wants to help American manufacturers by proposing to increase the amount of American-made goods purchased by the federal government. His proposal states that goods bought by the government must have at least 60% of their parts made in the United States. The president's also pushing a $973 billion infrastructure package, which includes the use of government contracts to create manufacturing jobs. The ribbon was cut today for a brand new business in Hazleton that's serving up some Dominican flavor. WYLN's Julie Stepanovich has more on this sweet story.
It's the smell of sweet success as another new business has opened its doors in the city of Hazleton. Sweets Melendez, located at 699 Cyber Street, is offering Dominican delicacies to the community. Owner Mirabel Melendez shared her story with us.
For 3 years, I was leaving to another state to work, and for that reason, I was leaving my kids behind. My little one was kind of jealous, and at the same time, he was getting depressed because mommy was leaving him behind. And there, I started to ask God to give me something that I can do, that I can support my kids without leaving them anymore. And this is the answer.
Dominican sweets will be served as well as an array of other items.
On Monday, we're going to have hot chocolate in the morning, oatmeal, some coffee, some bakery from the bakery. I'm going to be baking too here. So I'm going to be doing so many things, and natural juices like orange juice made here.
Melendez sought the help of the Hazelton Lunchbox in creating and putting her business plan into action.
The Lunchbox is a co-working space where we offer training and support to all members of the community. So if you have a business idea, we can help you to refine your idea or put you in contact with other people that can do better for your business and your business idea.
The free service is offered to anyone who wishes to start a business up in Hazelton.
We offer a lot of programming as far as getting people to come up with ideas to launch a business. If people have an idea, we help them with steps involved to getting this business launched.
The Chamber of Commerce is always happy to welcome a new establishment into the business community.
So Sweets Melendez is truly bringing the Dominican culture directly to Hazelton. And Maribel, the business owner, was explaining her childhood memories and learning from her mother to make these incredible sweet treats. And then again, she'll be open starting tomorrow to the public to come out and get a taste of it, bring some of the wonderful jars of deliciousness home.
When choosing a name for her business, Melendez had her family in mind.
In 2019, I promised my dad that I was going to make his name big in the United States, and that is how, when I started the sweets, and that was the answer that I got from God. As soon as everybody started asking me for the name, I said, well, the name is going to be Melendez, Sweets Melendez.
Sweets Melendez will be open weekdays from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 until 4. You can stop by their new location, check them out on Instagram or Facebook, or call 570-710-7147. In Hazelton, for Wyln News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thank you, Julie. Cruise on down to Public Square tomorrow as Cruise in the Square makes its return to Wilkes-Barre. We sat down with Wilkes-Barre Mayor George Brown to discuss the upcoming event and all the fun you'll find this Friday.
The pandemic, we always had a Cruise in the Square, and it was always the last Friday of the month. Because of last year, we had to cancel it naturally, like we did everything else in the city. We're bringing it back this year. So this Friday will be the first night we're having the Cruise in this Fair, and it's going to be beautiful. We're going to have all types of cars. Come out and see the cars, sports cars, old cars, new cars, just a place for people to come out, look at the cars, maybe have something to eat at one of the local restaurants around the square or in that area. So it brings people out. We get a good turnout, and it's been very, very popular in the past. So we thought this is one of the things we have to bring back.
Once again, Cruising the Square will begin tomorrow, July 30th at Public Square in Wilkes-Barre. The car show will run on the last Friday of each month through October from 6 to 9 p.m. All vehicles are welcome: classics, antiques, exotics, muscle cars, sports cars, trucks, and everything in between. Attendees are encouraged to support downtown Wilkes-Barre businesses and can find out more online by visiting wilkes-barre.city. Coming up on Wyln News, there might be some salmonella in the seasoning. Plus, Flanagan's finally in at MMI full-time. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the Wyln Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Liz. I'm 5 years old, and it's going to rain out.
We want your child to be our Wyln Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on Wyln News and Wyln social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the Wyln News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Hey guys, this is Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazleton. We're talking about TNT. We're talking about trucks and trade-ins. If you got a truck that you don't want or you're looking for a truck, we've got a huge selection of pre-owned trucks right now. We have got Rubicons. We have got GMCs, Ford Flexes. We have got a Ram dually diesel. If you're in the market for a truck or you want to get rid of your truck, you'll never get more ever than it's worth right now. So come on down to 508 Susquehanna Boulevard in Hazleton and see why we'll give you more for the trade that those other guys won't.
The COVID-19 vaccine clinic at Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton will have new hours effective Monday, August 2nd. Hours of operation will now run Mondays from noon to 4. Pfizer's vaccine is being provided to children and adolescents ages 12 to 17, while people ages 18 and older could receive either Pfizer or Moderna based on available supplies. You can self-schedule at lvhn.org/appointments or right on the My LVHN patient portal. You can also call their COVID-19 vaccine hotline at 833-584-6283 from 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, and from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. Walk-ins are also accepted, and a list of locations can be found at lvhn.org/vaccines. McCormick & Company issued a voluntary recall for 3 of their products that might be seasoned with salmonella. Tuesday's recall includes their Perfect Pinch Italian Seasoning, Culinary Italian Seasoning, and Frank's Red Hot Buffalo Ranch Seasoning. The recalled products were shipped to 32 U.S. states, Bermuda, and Canada from June 20th to July 21st. But luckily, no illnesses have been reported thus far. McCormick alerted and advised grocery outlets to immediately remove the affected products from store shelves and distribution centers and destroy them. Those who purchase the products are also urged to dispose of them and their containers. You can contact the company by calling 1-800-635-2867 on weekdays from 9:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. about getting a full refund, a replacement, or more information. WYLN's all-time OT hero, Marty Burns, has the in-depth analysis of what's happening on and off-season across our viewing area. Joe Flanagan is back this week as MMI's new athletic director. So, let's talk sports. Here's part 4.
MMI is grade-driven. Mm-hmm. You know, you have to make the grade to play the sport, and I'm sure through all your years, you're like, hey guys, you know, you got these finals coming up, or whatever's coming up. Hit the books, let's make the grade, and we don't have something to worry about. Is it now maybe an advantage where now being in the school, maybe you pass somebody in the hall and say, hey, let's get that math up, or, you know, whatever, where maybe you don't have that with not being in the school?
Yeah, you know, as not being on the faculty, and they were really great for a non-faculty coach. I mean, treated me great with all the respect, but now I'll have a little more access to, hey, who's doing bad, who's doing on, who's screwing around in school. And I'm not quite sure the basketball players are quite ready for that. But, you know I'm looking forward to seeing the kids daily. And, you know, when you get into coaching, your biggest thrill is watch that 9th grader grow into a man. You know what I mean? Or a woman, you know, depending on what you're coaching. But to see that child grow up is really the highlight of it.
up on William Penn's News Choice, we take a trip down to the SPCA of Luzerne County and Community and You. Plus, leading the way, Part 4. Stay with us.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Soul Spaceman on Wyln TV 35. Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 4, Sundays at 9. There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet trap and sporting clay fields are professionally designed and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-455-4251 extension 1378 for more information.
Hi, I'm Marty Burns, host of a new show here on WYLN, Let's Talk Sports. We're going to talk between our basketball and football seasons. We're going to talk to coaches, guests about past seasons, events coming up, different types of things sports related. It's all going to be here on Let's Talk Sports, and you'll be able to see it here on WYLN.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
The Spay and Neuter Assistance Program for Cats is offered by the SPCA of Luzerne County to help out low-income residents spay and neuter their indoor pets.
The SPCA has a spay-neuter, low-cost spay-neuter program. It's called SNAP. They started it back in the 90s, and they've done over 10,000 cats. It's for domestic cats only, house cats. If you need help financially getting those house cats fixed, you have to call the SPCA, and Jean will take your phone call, give you all the particulars.
The program is based on income and current household assistance. Applicants must meet eligibility requirements in order to qualify for the SNAP program.
People that could qualify would be on some kind of assistance, some kind of access, if they're drawing LIHEAP, if they're on Social Security, and they meet our qualifications, because we have a set guideline for income, and pretty much they're the people that qualify. We're reaching out to those who are unfortunate and can't afford the full cost. So we absorb the remainder of the cost. The shelter does.
Once approved, the client only pays a small portion towards the cat's procedure.
$10 for a male and $15 for a female cat.
In addition, it's a $5 extra for rabies. So if they cannot provide a rabies vaccine proof, it's an additional $5 on top of that price.
The SNAP recipient can then contact a local participating veterinarian.
There's a certain amount of vets in the area that participate with our SNAP program that are compliant. And Jean, who is our SNAP coordinator, she can hook you up with them. So once you go through the paperwork and they process everything, it would be up to them to contact those places that we have on our list to set up an appointment for spaying or neutering.
To learn more about eligibility requirements, you can call the SNAP program at 570-824-4172 between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. If you qualify, you'll be required to send in proof of assistance. And if you'd like to help with funding, you can make a donation to the Spay and Neuter Assistance Program at the SPCA of Luzerne County.
Hey guys, it's Ray Merrill for Blaze Alexander Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. How about that cheesy sign? If you get close enough, you can see it. But if you pass by Airport Road, we have a ton of inventory. Whether you're looking for a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram, we have them all. Get a new Ram truck during the Make It the Summer event. So if you're looking for a new car or a used car, come to Blaze Alexander Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram here on Airport Road in Greater Hazleton, and you'll find out why we take the deals the other guys won't.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Did you know that WYLN News provides news updates every weekday afternoon at 1, 3, and 5 here on TV and on social media? Did you also know you can watch WYLN News on the go by visiting our website or YouTube page? Now more than ever, WYLN is your local news leader.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet trap and sporting clay fields are professionally designed and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-455-4251 extension 1378 for more information. WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Fire Chief Donald Leschko is leading the way into Part 4 of this week's series. And welcome back to this week's Leading the Way with Hazleton City Fire Chief Donald Leschko. So, what are some of your biggest achievements as Fire Chief, and some of the challenges you face? I think today, especially, things seem to be getting challenging, and a lot of times the environment now, conflict, political stuff, there's just a lot going around. What are some of those achievements that you've come to, and what are some of the challenges you face now?
I think the greatest achievements that I've seen in our department has been the upgrade of equipment, the training of our personnel. We've gone through, like I said, since I became chief, we've gone through a complete transformation. We've seen, through various grants that we were able to obtain, in single hand, writing grants, working together, getting grants done. We were able to, purchase a ladder truck back in 2009, totally paid for by grant. SCBA we were able to purchase, turnout gear, fire station upgrades. We're right now in the middle of a new apparatus purchase, working with the mayor and city council. We're going to replace 3 pieces of apparatus. It's the first time ever to happen in the city of Hazleton in one time. So we're going to have a complete, pretty much brand new fleet of apparatus. Chiefs cars, building additions that we've done. Again, it's just been that great progress, has seen so many great things. But I think also our outreach, working with other departments. And I'll be the first to say, when I came on a department, the city of Hazleton never left the city of Hazleton.
Yeah.
Now we reach out, past our boundaries, working with other communities. The challenges, on the other hand, is, and I'll be the first to say, is where we're going to get the firefighter tomorrow. And I say that, I shouldn't say tomorrow, but it's probably the firefighter today, because volunteerism right now in the state, in the nation, is very down. But at the end of the day, it's, it all goes side and side. And I hate to keep saying volunteer and career, but what happens is the volunteer system helps feed into the firefighters that go to take the test to become career firefighters. And that system right now, the volunteer system is just not gaining enough people to get involved in it, to get that training, to get, want to do that part of it. We're trying, I think from the statewide, nationwide, local wide, I think there's every effort given of trying to attract people to become volunteers. And honestly, I wish I knew the answer. Some people just think you throw money at a problem, it's going to fix it. It's not. Money doesn't fix everything. You got to want to have the heart and soul to do this job, to get involved, to help people. And you're trying to recruit people. I do see a lot of young, enthusiastic volunteers we have, and firefighters we have in our department. And I think they're going to make excellent. They're going to continue on in that path. They have their heart and soul. But you got to look because everybody's pulling from the same pool of firefighters. So I have volunteers, firefighters in the city that are volunteering in other departments. I mean, I belong to I belong to McAdoo. So you're everywhere. You're getting pulled in 5 different directions, and it's a collaborative effort. I think that we have to work among everybody and bring all the ideas to the table. And I think there is no bad idea, but I think it's also, I think everybody's got to sit really much and think outside the box to correct this issue, to make it better for the future.
Yeah. All right, folks. Check back tomorrow night as Chief Leshko continues leading the way to part 5 of this week's segment. Good night. And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.